Hello gang, welcome back to another Football Manager 2023 experiment with me, Jayhuahua, and this one's been requested a couple of times in the comments down below. Apologies, I can't remember all your usernames, but it has been the most requested experiment. There's been some good ideas that have come through and I am factoring those in, but this one has been mentioned a couple of times and I figured, you know what, I'm interested in this one. I'm going to bring this to life. So this is all about which column is best. Let me tell you a bit more about what I've done. We've got three players. We've got Tommy Technical, Mental Mark, and Physical Phil. It's very simple. Tommy Technical has got 20 for every attribute in the technical column and 1's for everything else. Mental Mark, you guessed it, 1's for all of everything in technical, 20 for everything in mental, 1 for everything in physical. Physical Phil, can you guess what's going to happen here? 1's for technical, 1's for mental, 20's for physical. Now, they've all got perfect hidden attributes. They've all got perfect hidden attributes because I want them to try and grow and reach their potential. They've also got the potential of 200, as you can see here. Tommy Technical and Mental Mark, with the 20s in the individual column, we've reached 50. Unfortunately, Physical Phil is only down at 43. That being said, I didn't want to skew any of Phil's attributes. It's literally just column versus column versus column. Who's going to get where? Who's going to do what? I'm scared that 50 and 43 is not good enough for teams to take a punt on them and they are not going to progress and they're just going to flounder and retire. If that happens, I'm going to have to do some tweaks and make a second simulation. But I've already started recording this, so this is all making it into the video, regardless of what happens. So firstly, 1 year in the future. As always, we go 1 year in the future to see where they've gone, if anyone's still there. Let's hope they're still bloody there. Let's go for a year in the future. Okay, thank the Lord. We are all still here. And current ability. So here we go. Straight off the bat, Mental Mark is playing for Sheffield United. He's on £300 a week. He's at 68 out of 200. 6.6 to 19.5 million. Acceleration's up at 4. His strength's up at 4. He's been on the weights. Go on, Mark. Some of his attributes haven't improved at all, but some of them have. He hasn't deteriorated at all in the mental column. Obviously playing for the under-21s for Sheffield United. He's not been capped for England yet at any sort of level. But he is only 16, so there's time. There is time. Tommy Technical is up at 59 and playing for Nottingham Forest. Did I mention Mark was at Sheffield United? If I did, I'm mentioning it again. This is interesting then. So Tommy Technical has lost a lot of attributes. He's gone down to 19 on everything in that first column except long shots and tackling. They've been playing him he's now competently playing as a striker. Again, his pace, his acceleration's up at 4. He's improved a few other attributes here. His composure's up at 3. He's improved a lot, but he's dropped quite a bit as well, so that's interesting. Physical Phil doesn't even hit 50 where the other guys started. He's on 47, so he has improved. Agility and pace have dropped. He's gone up quite a bit here, and he's an awkward right winger. I'd play him as a winger. Get his crossing and dribbling and everything up. Get his ball control, rocking and rolling. Put him on double shifts of training. The Physical Phil is playing for Middlesbrough, who got promoted. Tommy Technical was playing for Nottingham Forest, who got relegated, and Mental Mark is still at Sheffield. Has gone to Sheffield United, who have just stayed where they are. I didn't notice this either. Mental Mark can actually play as a defensive midfielder as well. They've trained him as a defensive midfielder, and he is now accomplished at that. I don't know why his corners and crossing have gone up then if he's becoming a defensive midfielder. That's something to note as well. When you add position to someone's game, it does affect their current ability. So some of the current ability could be down to these position changes. So we're a year in. At least they're all still there and they're all moving in the right direction. So I'm less worried now at them retiring early. That being said, I'm not going to jump too far in the future. I think we're going to jump forward. We go 2 years. We'll go 2 years into the future. We'll go to 2025. I'm very interested in this. I want to see the progression and the growth. I really do. I want to see regular intervals. I don't want to go too far in the future and miss big chunks of their career. So we'll go through 2 years now. Oh, they're still there. They're all still there. And Mental Mark is playing for Morecambe. He's worth 11.5 million to 34 million. Right, Morecambe a 12th in League One. He's doing really well. His physicals are coming up. You give it another couple of years, and his physicals are going to be there or thereabouts. His contract. He's on loan from Sheffield United. He's not playing for Morecambe. He's on loan from Sheffield United. They've absolutely... Football Manager's done me there. Absolutely made me look like a tit. But he's gone and played 19 times for Morecambe, representing, and he's doing really well in terms of the physicals. Look at this. Stamina's up at 9. We could be hitting a yellow attribute soon. The technical side of things haven't really done much, but his mentals have all remained at 20. 107 out of 200. Absolutely brilliant. He's now a natural at defensive midfield. That looks like he's where he's playing, understandably. Physical Phil, then. So his physicals are dropping off the face of the earth. Down at 18, it's 17 for jumping reach. Nearly 6 foot. Crossing, first touch, up at 5. Anticipation's up at 6. Oh, Phil, he can play right wing. He can play right wing. Contract expires in 2025. He's at Middlesbrough under 21s. And optional contract extension by club 1 year. And they've not enforced it yet. They've not enforced it. Oh, hang on. He's joining Arsenal. What? Missed that. Absolutely missed that. So he's moving to Arsenal on a free. Craziness. Right, Tommy Technical then. He's up at 89 out of 200. He's on the most money. He's not actually. Phil's on the most money. It's nearly £7,000 a week. Tommy is on £2,700 a week. Still at Forest. He's wanted by a few teams on loan. His polygon's starting to become a little bit more polygonish. His composure's gone up to 8. He's now a natural centre forward. His physicals are coming through. Balance at 8, 6 at pace and finishing. Pace and acceleration, should I say. He's dropped to 19s and 18s across the board, though, for the technical column. He has not got a single 20 attribute anymore. I think the progression that we're seeing is, from my perspective, very interesting. And like I said, I don't want to jump too far forward. So it's going to be just 2 more years. Before we jump through 2 more years, please do drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. When you drop a like on the video, it helps push it out to more people. And I think these videos are very interesting. And you obviously clicked on it for a reason. Whether you subscribed or not, you obviously clicked on it for a reason. Whether you're here as a YouTube hostage from the algorithm, because it's just on autoplay, or you've actually physically seen it and gone, that looks interesting, I'll click it. Well, if you're still here now, drop a like on it, help it push it out to more people, because when it gets pushed out to more people, you get more views, and of course, more people find the channel and see all the experiments I've got on the channel, as well as my Let's Play, and get more subscribers. And that's what I'm doing it for, to get more subscribers and more likes on the channel. So to help grow the channel and help me to help you, like and subscribe. That was wordy and a mouthful. 2 more years coming up. Here we go then. Mental Mark's still at Sheffield United. Physical Phil is still at Arsenal after moving there before. And Tommy Technical is at Fleetwood. At 20 years old. And look at this, Mental Mark at 124 out of 200. Few of his mental attributes have started to drop. Determination down at 18. Teamwork, vision and composure down at 19. Still a lot of 20s. And his physicals are starting to catch up. Look at this. 3 physical attributes have gone up over 10 and now in the yellow attributes. Lovely stuff. He's gone on loan again to Preston, played 37 times, and he's now playing in the Championship for Sheffield United. 19 games he's played for them in the Championship. Tommy Technical, playing up front, again, 19s, 18s, and a couple of 17s. To be fair, marking and tackling is a forward, you'll let him lose. Composure's up at 12. That has flown up. He's obviously on some form of finishing masterclass for his training. Sorry about this, gang. I'm all over the place. Right, he's at Fleetwood, but he's only on loan from Forest. He's only on loan. So he's been at Forest since the start. He went to Morecambe, scored 5 goals in 43, and now he's scored 2 in 32. Is he playing up front then? He mustn't be. I'm going to look at Fleetwood. Oh dear. He got absolutely mullered in the Championship here. Where did he play him against Swansea? Tommy Technical played in central midfield. Getting 7.1 as well in a defeat. Right, Physical Phil then. He's up at 91. Still not got to the 100 attribute mark. It's weird that Mental Mark is worth so much less than the other two. These other two are worth between 25 and 75 million-ish. whereas mental mark is a third. Physical Phil then. So his physical attributes are dropping down, still at 18s and 17s. I think he was about there before. And his mentals and technicals haven't really, not like they've improved massively. Arsenal have started playing him as a defensive midfielder. He's now a makeshift defensive midfielder. An accomplished attacking midfielder on the right, and he's natural at central midfield, as we established at the start. Things are happening. Things are really starting to happen. But at the risk of this video going on too long, at this point now, I am going to jump through 3 years. Go to 2030. Wow. Okay. So, physical Phil still at Arsenal. On 98. This is a problem now. He's barely improved at all. Arsenal, send him out on loan, for the love of God. He's not played in 2 years. Send him on loan, Arsenal. Like, physical Phil is having a time of it because Arsenal just don't know what to do with him. And I think Arsenal have literally ruined physical Phil. His formative years, he's been spent rotting at Arsenal, doing sod all, literally in the reserves. He needs to go out and play football. Tommy Technical is at Nottingham Forest. They've trained him up to be a forward, yet he's obviously not playing as a forward because he's only got 12 goals in 145 games. Composure's up at 14. He's now got stamina at 11, jumping reach at 10, 17s, 18s and 19s. He's really dropping in some of these attributes, but his polygon's starting to round off. His mentals are some of them starting to come through, like off the ball at 9, flair at 8, anticipation at 8. Pace and acceleration still not great. Mental mark, though. He's at Barcelona, 153 out of 200. And look at this, he's improved massively over here. Marking, 10. Passing, 10. First touch, 11. Dribbling, 10. His physicals, stamina's at 15. Strength at 13. Jumping reach at 13. Pace is 11 and 10. It's not great. Not a great pace, is it? But it's doable. Like, if you saw this guy, I mean, you probably won't pay this for him because of his weird attributes, sort of, the way his attributes are sort of all over the place. But his mental column in the last 3 years has not depreciated any further. I think vision's actually gone back up to 20. It was down at 19, wasn't it? I think it was. And yeah, his technicals are starting to move. He's got 4 caps for England, 24 under 21 caps and 1 goal. He's just moved for £34 million as well. Bought by Barcelona for 34 million on the 31st of January. Deadline day signing for Barcelona. So he's only been at Barcelona for half a year, and he's played 17 times. So he's literally gone straight into the Barcelona first team, won the league. Jadon Sancho also playing for Barcelona. So he's gone in straight into the Barcelona for 11, and he's gone straight into the team. He's on the bench there. He's played 17 times since the end of January. That's not bad, is it? 8 starts, 9 off the bench. I didn't look at that properly. If all of you are shouting in the comments, all right, I've seen it. Chill out. So from my perspective, we're on the right path. I think we know what's going to happen. Mental Mark's going to have the best career. Tommy Technical's going to be sort of middling, and Physical Phil is going to be languishing somewhere in the depths of despair because Arsenal have absolutely ballsed him up. Let's go forward now to the peak of their careers. 28 years old, 5 more years. So yeah, look at this. So Mental Mark's gone to Man City. So it's all about Mental Mark. Tommy Technical is listed by Reading for 8.6 million. 122 out of 200. He's never getting to 200. Tommy Technical, yeah, he's just a bit meh, isn't he? He went on loan to Reading, then moved for £300,000. Physical Phil, now playing for Sutton. Yeah, it's almost heartbreaking. He left Arsenal on a free. Moved to Arsenal on a free. Left on a free. At least he's playing in League 2. Eh? At least he's playing. I suppose League 2 is his level. Strong and quick. That's all you need, isn't it? You don't really need anything else. Strong and quick. But it's all about Mental Mark. £300,000 a week. He's got to 188 out of 200. He's got 57 caps. The other two obviously haven't been capped. But look at this. So Mental Mark, he's moved everything back to 20s in the mental column, apart from determination. His physicals look so passable that he just looks like a good player. 16 stamina. He's got pace up at 14. Everything else is good. Strength at 15. And look at this. Marking, passing, both at 15. First touch at 14. He's got dribbling and technique up at 12. free kick taking as well. A few other attributes that you don't need. Long throws. Who cares about long throws? No one, unless you need one person who can do long throws. You don't need a central midfielder. Long shots, finishing's at 9. So how much did he move for? Any takers? He's not for sale. We don't know how much he moved for. I'm saying, do we dare dream of over 100 million? 120 million pounds. He was at Barcelona for 2.5 years. He was an absolute stalwart of the Barcelona team. Then he's gone to Manchester City. The Barcelona, between 29, so they won it in 29-30, and then he was there for 2 more years. So 29-30, so he didn't beat Real Madrid there, then he did win it, and then he left, and then Barcelona have only just regained it. Matis Tel at Real Madrid, let's have a quick look how he's doing. Very good player, wonder kid, yeah? Premier League. So the first season he went, they actually didn't win the league for the first time. Man City won it twice, they signed Mental Mark. Chelsea then won the league, and then they've won it for the last 2 years. Mental Mark is the captain. Pep is still in charge as well. Roberto Martinez. I wonder if Ralph Hasenhüttl's been in charge. Oh my God, Ralph Hasenhüttl hasn't been in charge of England on this experiment. What is going on? So 2030, England won the World Cup, then Portugal won it in 2034. They've not won the Euros. The milestones. First international goal against Syria, age 27. World Cup winners in 2030. He's won the World Cup. He's won the Premier League twice. He hasn't won a Champions League yet, but we're 28 years old now. There's not a lot more that's going to happen. Is Mental Mark going to get to 200? Oh, I think when do they start depreciating? I think he's probably going to start dropping off by the age of 31. So I think we're just going to have a cheeky look in 2 years, 2037. Quick look, just to see did he get there. He's got to 193. Physical Phil's at Mansfield, is unhappy. Tommy Technical's at Middlesbrough. So gone to 2038, he's now at 195. Physical Phil's gone to Montreal. Tommy Technical's at Bournemouth. Look at the awful attributes down here. 195. We're going to jump through another year quick. Is he going to get there? Come on. 195 he was on. As soon as he starts dropping, we're going to stop and we're going to look how he's getting on. 197 at 32. Look at him quick. Still got all his 20s. Everything in physicals has now gone yellow. Nearly everything is yellow in technical. Heading at 10, not too bad as a defensive midfielder. Finishing, you don't really need as a defensive midfielder. Long throws and long shots. Everything else, unbelievable. Passing up at 17, deep line playmaker, eat your heart out. 100 caps, 5 goals for England. Amazing. Right. 2039, 2040, come on. 3 more. Come on, Mark. Literally don't care about the others. 193. Right, he's on his way back down. So let's stop in now. Tommy Technical then. Look at this. Look at this column now. Awful. Dropping into the yellows. 16s, 15s, 14s, 13s. Highest one's 18, penalty taking and technique. That's it. Rest of it lost, falling off the face of the earth. Reading, he played for Reading for a bit, and then Middlesbrough spent £12.75 million on him, and obviously felt like he played him 36 times, right, that season, 27 times off the bench. That's that season. 3 starts, 26 appearances off the bench. So he was very much a sub-merchant. And they've said, you know what? Let's cut our losses and sell him to Bournemouth. 4.7 million. Bournemouth, 23 starts, 20 off the bench. Next season, 15 substitute appearances. Did not make a league appearance from the start. Did not make a start. Went on loan to Forest. Back to Forest here. Look at this. He's back to Nottingham Forest. Full circle. He went on loan. Just didn't play. Why did he take him in on loan? What was the point of that? Now he's gone to Colchester for free, where he's had 14 starts and 1 substitute appearance. Having a good run in the first team in League 2. So Tommy Technical down at 104. So Physical Phil's actually gone further than I thought he would. Tommy Technical's fallen off the face of the earth. Physical Phil, again, his physicals are depreciating, not as much as the technicals for Tommy. His mentals have improved a bit more as well. Looking at the career. So he went from Arsenal to Sutton, as we saw. Big money move to Mansfield Town, £250,000. And as we sneakily saw, wanted to leave due to the club being relegated. So it looks like he's moved in January here for £250,000. Big money signing for 250k in League One. It's pretty big. I don't think I've signed anyone for 250k. I'm in League One with Oldham currently. On the channel, check it out. A lot of fun. Cross promotion and all that jazz. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. We're having a great time with Oldham. And yeah, come and check it out. If you like if you like my content, come and check it out. Bit of a series. We're up at episode 20 odd now. Maybe 30. Probably might even be 30 by the time this comes out. Who knows? Schedule. Yeah. And then he went to Montreal for free in the USA, playing in the MLS, and he is playing. Not made a substitute appearance in the league for 8 years. Physical Phil has not sat on the bench at the start of the game since in a league game since this singular game for Sutton in his second year with them. That's an impressive record, isn't it? We've got to cling on to something, gang. Mental mark then, he's now down at 193. Yeah, he's dropping. Look at his decisions down there, off the ball. He's starting to drop. Some of his attributes are now dropping back down. Look, long throws has gone down to 2. Deary me. What are you going to do? 33 years old. He's on £300,000 a week. 109 caps for England. Career stats. Just 7.21 overall. You can't see I'm in the way. There we go. Move to the left. 7.21 overall. 541 games in the league, 16 goals, 89 assists. Very much a defensive midfielder. City aren't winning the league much though, are they? Tottenham have won a few. Chelsea coming third a lot. City, where was City finishing then? Last 3 years, City have come fourth. However, in 2038, 2 years ago, they've won a Champions League. Leipzig have just won the most recent one against Hertha Berlin. So, he's won a Champions League, he's won the Premier League, he's won the World Cup. Have England won the Euros? Patrick Vieira was in charge of England for a while. The Euros is currently happening. They lost in the semis of the World Cup and then lost in the third place playoff to Croatia. They lost in the quarter-final to Serbia. They haven't won a Euros. Germany, Italy, France and Croatia are the winners so far. So what we're going to do now is we are going to jump through to the end of their careers. Sorry if this video has rumbled on a bit too long. I really did want to check in multiple times on the players to see how they were progressing. So yeah, we'll jump through to the end of the careers. They're all gone in 2044. Tommy Technical's gone. Do we care? I don't think we care. I think we just leave it where we are now. Physical Phil still at Montreal. Let's have a look at Tommy. Tommy Technical's become an unemployed scout with 20 adaptability. From Colchester, where he had his best season goal return wise, 12 goals in 46. He's gone to Sturm Graz for £350,000 and then retired. Physical Phil, again, attributes falling off the face of the earth. Playing for Montreal, no international caps. Mental mark, still at Man City. He's going to retire at Man City. Still looks fantastic player. Tammy Abraham is now in charge of England. 4th in the world. European Championships was won by Scotland in 2040, beating Spain in the final. They beat Switzerland, former world. I do so many experiments. I can't remember if did Switzerland win the World Cup in this experiment? No, it was a different experiment. Switzerland won the World Cup. My apologies. They beat Germany, Italy, and then Spain. Scott Robertson in the 120th minute. West Ham's Scott Robertson, sorry. So he didn't win the World Cup. Did he win a Ballon d'Or? Let's have a quick look then. Pietro Sagnietto. He looks pretty good, doesn't he? Lauren, Mathis Tell, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe literally won it every year for. Vinicius Jr. interrupted him with a couple. Jadon Sancho got one. But Kylian Mbappe won it for. Did he win it in 10? 11? Unbelievable stuff. That's it then, gang. So apologies if this has been a bit long, and if there's anything I haven't covered that you wanted me to cover, I did try and condense this down and be as thorough as I could. Do drop me a comment of anything that I might have missed, that if you saw on screen that I didn't comment on. I'd love to hear about it. If there's anything you want me to check, I can just check it and come back to you in the comments. Alternatively, is there anything you would change about this experiment? I already think I want to do a part 2. I'm probably going to do at least 2 of each player. And am I going to lock them at clubs? I don't know. I've not decided yet, but I need to think of an idea of what to do to improve this, because if I was going to put money on it, I would have thought physicality was going to be the most important factor, when in actual fact, it was the mental attributes that took Mark to the promised land of basically winning everything but bar Euros and a Ballon d'Or. But you're not going to win a Ballon d'Or, are you, with as a defensive midfielder, really? Look at Mark with a lovely little beard all of a sudden. So that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let me know what you would change. Let me know if there's anything you'd like me to double check and get back to you, or let me know what I missed. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you very soon.